The drum that called the spirits. In a quiet village surrounded by whispering forests, there lived a boy named Kato. He was small, curious, and always drawn to the sound of rhythm. While others chased birds or swam in the river, Kato spent his days beating on hollow gourds and old pots, dreaming of one day owning a real drum. One evening, as the sun bled into the horizon and the sky turned gold and crimson, Kato wandered deep into the forest. The villagers warned that spirits walked there when the light faded, but the call of adventure was stronger than his fear. Beneath an ancient tree with roots that curled like snakes, he saw something half buried in the earth, a drum, carved from dark wood and wrapped in cracked animal hide. Strange markings, faded but still pulsing with life, spiraled around its edges. Kato brushed off the dirt and tapped it softly. The sound was low, deep, and alive. It echoed far beyond the trees, as if the forest itself had drawn in a breath. He laughed, delighted, and struck it again, harder this time. The ground trembled. Wind whipped through the leaves. The air grew thick, humming with energy. From the shadows between the trees, pale lights began to move, slowly at first, then swirling in circles. Faces emerged within the glow, some gentle and smiling, others hollow-eyed and whispering. Kato froze. He could not tell whether they were welcoming him or warning him. A voice, soft and distant, rose above the drum's echo. "Play again, child. We have waited long to dance." His hands trembled. Curiosity battled with fear, and curiosity won. He played once more, faster, louder. The lights brightened. Spirits of ancestors drifted among the trees, their laughter mingling with the rhythm. They moved like smoke, their feet never touching the ground. But then, the sound changed. The beat grew heavier, darker. From behind the circle of dancing spirits came others, those whose faces were twisted, their voices sharp and angry. They pushed forward, drawn by the same rhythm. The forest dimmed as their presence thickened the air like smoke. Kato realized the truth too late. The drum did not choose between good and evil. It called all who could hear. He tried to stop, his hands shaking, but the drum no longer obeyed him. His palms moved against his will, beating faster, summoning more shadows. The good spirits began to fade, retreating as the dark ones advanced. The trees groaned, their bark cracking, the earth splitting beneath his feet. Desperate, Kato shouted into the storm of sound, begging the drum to stop. The markings along its rim glowed a fierce red. For a moment, everything went silent. Then, with one final strike, the drum burst apart in a cloud of dust and ash. When the smoke cleared, the forest was still again. The drum was gone. The air was empty. Kato stood alone, trembling beneath the old tree, his hands stained black as if touched by shadow. He never spoke of that night. But from that day on, whenever the wind passed through the forest, the villagers swore they could hear a faint rhythm, a heartbeat beneath the rustling leaves. Some said it was the song of the good spirits, guarding the forest still. Others believed it was the dark ones, waiting for someone brave or foolish enough to play the drum again. And Kato. He never touched another drum. But sometimes, late at night, When the moonlight touched his window, his fingers would twitch to a rhythm only he could hear.